on the journey to the success, on the road to the success, does our mental health really matters? So, ma'am, do you really believe that the leadership is really defined by the designations and all?
No, not at all. The truth behind any entrepreneurship is that it is very often exceptionally lonely.
But most of the people, ma'am, what I have seen, most of the people think that they have like a fantasy of the thing in their mind, like, oh my God, I will be become like an entrepreneur. I will be living like an ultra rich luxurious life. I will be like traveling the luxurious cars and kind of things. So
Yeah.
what that mean basically?
I think it is because most of the people today, they see the end product. Like for instance, if you come to Continuum Buying Agency in Gurgaon, they see a big office, a beautiful showroom filled with beautiful samples and creations that we've been creating now for more than 20 years. And they never ever imagined what it was when I started from my living room.
And ma'am, do successful people secretly suffer more than others?
I don't think that successful people use the word suffer in their vocabulary.
Okay, then? Ma'am, why do many talented people fail? They have skills, they have a talent, they have a confidence, but still they are not able to achieve that success heights in their life. Why so?
Overconfidence. Overconfidence.
I'm ready to do hard work. I'm ready to do the smart work. I can communicate easily with the people. I can do the every task, whatever my seniors is giving to me. But why still I'm still struggling? Why I'm not being promoted to the next of the stage? Sometimes what really happens?
I don't think that everyone is material for promotion.
Basically, ma'am, how important is emotional intelligence in today's leadership? So what are the basically biggest mistakes you personally sees, like all the coming students or the young professionals working with you? So what challenges and what mistakes you personally see in them?
Specifically at the interview stage.
Yeah.
Coming unprepared. When you come to a company, all information is available today. It's very easy to go to our website, to follow our Instagram account, to understand, have a little bit of an idea about what Continuum stands for. A lot of young people today, they don't want to join an export house.
And ma'am, how do the great leaders lead their team without speaking too much?
First of all, you always show up, you lead by example.
All right.
And I also believe that showing up in itself is not good enough. I always tell my team, show up like a rock star.
All right.
Don't
think
just
that this
look
is
at
your business.
Yeah, show up like a rock star and take responsibility. Manage your business as if it is your own.
Ma'am, like a few years back, I asked the one simple question with my father. That what is the difference between job and the business? So you won't believe that my father simply replied on the one single thing. Ma'am, why some brands really scales very well and some disappears over the period of time? Why so?
It's a lot of noise out there in the market.
Why social media is more important in today's world? Why building the brand?
That's where you have the customer. Sadly enough, everyone sits and scrolls on their mobile phones for hours every day. People are not going to the shopping malls any longer.
Ma'am, why most of the students are not ready to do the hard work today? Why?
What I see, especially after COVID.
Is there their parents' responsibilities as well behind that? Because they have not made them that much of tough. Ma'am, how can people avoid the toxic working culture?
Because you cannot change that, but you can only change how you are as a person.
What is the one ugly truth about the entrepreneurship nobody talk about?
I believe that.
So ma'am, what daily routines create the long-term success? What message you like to give to all the Indian youth who's struggling today? What one message you like to give?
Ignite Journey. From failure to success, every journey inspires. Hosted by Rohit Biduri.
Success looks very easy to get. But nobody sees about the pain, the like a battlefields, like a burnout, and the like a criticisms and a failures in the successful people. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Ignite Journey. I'm your friend and your host, Rohit Biduri. Today, we have a very dynamic, very amazing personality. We have, as you have seen, like we are running the podcast since a long back, and we have just met all the successful and the leadership peoples basically on this podcast. But I am very happy to say today, we have a very dynamic personality. Basically, she's not from the India, she's from the Sweden, but she's successfully running the business in the India and the Dubai as well. So ladies and gentlemen, have a big round of applause and let us welcome to the Linda Augustsson, ma'am. Hi, ma'am. Welcome back to the Ignite journey.
Thank you very much,
Hi,
and namaste.
ma'am. So how are you, ma'am?
I'm very good, thank you. I'm very excited about being here.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So how do you feel by coming here?
I feel great. I've been watching Ignite Journey. I've seen you quite a lot on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So I have paid attention to you. I admire what you're doing, and I'm feeling very honored to be here today.
So thank you
to
so
share
much.
some of my experience with you.
Right, ma'am. Sure. So, ma'am, before we start, I want you to please speak something. Please let us know something about basically who is basically Linda Augustsson, ma'am, right? And from where you have come. We just understood from your journey that you came from the 20 years back from the Sweden and you came back to the India. Then how the journey started from the 20 years back to the Sweden and you came to the India. Then what was the basically main trigger that hit in your mind? Now, yeah, I have to go to the India. So what was that basically?
So in fact, it's not just 20 years, it's taking us 26 years back to year 2000. That is when I was offered a very good opportunity to move to India to start up a license office for a Swedish retail company called Lindex. I was sent out on a 1-year contract, and with the purpose of starting up a license office, making sure that India would take control over all its production, etc., like a normal India license office would do. And that's how it all started. So I left on the 1st of July, 2000. I boarded the flight from Gothenburg en route Delhi, and ever since, it's been a very colorful journey. And of course, I worked for the company for a year, and then towards the end of my contract, I found love. I met with a Danish guy who is today my husband, has been my husband for many years now. And we have formed a beautiful life together. And it started off in India with me starting a Continuum Buying Agency in 2002. Design and, I would say design and creativity-driven buying agency, catering to the world and with the sole purpose of sustain unique craftsman skills for the future generations here in India. And on that journey it's been, and that's been my vision ever since. And I lived in India 2000 to 2006, and then I moved to Kazakhstan.
So now you're an Indian basically.
I have a big chunk on my heart here in India. I feel like there is an energy alignment.
Right.
India is like home to me. I feel more at home here than honestly I do in Sweden. So it's something. I mean, I have a strong connection to India. I love India.
Okay, why so?
I think, first of all, I mean, looking back, it's for all the opportunities that India has gifted me. It has given me opportunities. I met with the love of my life. I have had the pleasure to start my business, to fulfill my dream here, and to actually make a real impact in the industry with regards to the artisanal work.
So you feel very blessed, basically, you have.
I am very blessed and very grateful.
So thank you so much, ma'am. All right, ma'am. So we'll start our conversation, right?
Yes, please.
Since you mentioned that you are running that a buying agency, called a Continuum Buying Agency, and in the apart of that, you are also running like a business like a Scarlette Poppies. So being an entrepreneur, woman, I would like to ask what is the one ugly truth about the entrepreneurship nobody talk about?
I believe that the truth behind any entrepreneurship is that it is very often exceptionally lonely. And especially when you start up in the capacity of just being yourself, when you don't have any partner in your business, but basically all the decisions that you have to take becomes like a conversation that you have with yourself. It is about the enormous responsibility that you can only understand what it is once you're in the situation. Everything lands on your desk, and at the end of the day, you have to take the decisions. It is about the immense pressure in the beginning, about the financing. If you don't have anyone backing you up financially, to just simply make ends meet, and to be able to pay for your salaries, for your other expenses by the end of the month. It is stressful and it takes time to build that. But I also believe that from that comes growth. Once you master the responsibility, once you've been through it, you actually end up growing.
But most of the people, man, what I have seen, most of the people think that they have like a fantasy of the thing in their mind, like, oh my God, I will be becoming like an entrepreneur. I will be living like an ultra rich luxurious life. I will be like traveling the luxurious cars and kind of things. So what that mean basically?
I think it is because most of the people today, they see the end product. Like for instance, if you come to Continuum Buying Agency in Gurgaon, They see a big office, a beautiful showroom filled with beautiful samples and creations that we've been creating now for more than 20 years. And they never ever imagined what it was when I started from my living
Correct.
room. And basically, when I started, it was tough times. We had no money. Of course, being a foreigner in India in 2002, the legislation was still such that you could not own a company as a foreigner 100%. So I needed to have Indian promoters.
Right.
And 51% was owned by two dudes that I actually really
Correct.
didn't know. And I didn't know whether I would have them running off with my business. So it's hard in the beginning. It was really hard. We worked from our living room. My husband was at the same time setting up his own IT company.
All right.
And he had 6 programmers sitting around our dining table while I was sitting at the sofa table and making sketches and trying to make phone calls. And nobody sees that part of it. You just see the
Exactly.
end product and think that, wow, I also want to have that life.
Right.
But then again, would you be willing to do the journey to get there? And
Correct.
nobody sees that.
Correct.
That's not so
Exactly.
flashy, right?
And that is why the most of the entrepreneurs are feel very lonely.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And it's hard,
Exactly.
but it's also very rewarding.
Correct.
Yeah.
And ma'am, do successful people secretly suffer more than others?
I don't think that successful people use the word suffer in their vocabulary.
Okay. Then.
And why I say that is because when you aim for success, it comes with an enormous amount of responsibility, and your focus becomes responsibility
Correct.
and achievement. And in that, suffer doesn't fit in. So I believe that suffering is something that belongs to those in victimhood that feels, oh my God, I can't do this. How am I going to take on this challenge? You know, you suffer when you feel that you don't have things under control. But successful people very often have the mindset of doing whatever it takes and figure things out.
Correct.
And by figuring things out, the suffering never really took place. So I guess the answer is no.
Ma'am, why do many talented people fail rather than having the great skills? Basically, they have skills, they have a talent, they have a confidence, but still they are not able to achieve that success heights in their life. Why so?
Talent is great to a certain
Yes,
extent.
they have the talent.
Like they have the talent, but I think with that also there is a level of overconfidence.
Sometimes.
Yeah, that you think that, oh my God, I have this talent, so therefore I can. Whereas when it comes to the actual work that makes a difference, the hard work and consistently putting in the hours over a long period of time, they don't really have that discipline. So I believe it's a mindset that you think
Okay.
that you got talent and therefore you have cracked the code to long-term success. But that's not the case. In my opinion, my experience, hard work consistently done over time will outbeat talent anytime.
Exactly.
It
Most
will.
of the time, ma'am, most of the time what we have seen, like the people have the like some of inside their mind, like I have done like a M.Tech, B.Tech, I have the technical engineers degrees and all. I belong to such a great family and all. Apart from all these things, but in professional life or maybe something like they're not on that height where it's supposed to be. So is it the possibilities that for the like overconfidence things
I
or
believe
something
that,
else?
Yeah, I believe a lot of it is actually conditioning, also how you've been growing up. So if you hear from your parents that you are so good and you can do everything, there is nothing in the way, I believe that you may not even have what it takes from the very beginning. Because you've been conditioned to believe that you're so good that you should not have to go through
Correct,
this.
correct.
So I think conditioning is a big part of it, not necessarily the right conditioning. And also to think that because I have done all this, I have earned a higher position than an entry-level position.
Correct.
But the way I again look at it, and based on my experience, is that there is an entry point for everyone. We have to start. See, even for instance, let's say that you are the son of a successful businessman.
Okay.
And all of a sudden he wants you to work in the company. There is, in my way of doing it, one way to do it, and that is that he starts from the merchandising floor like everyone else, and then he proves his value to the organization to actually become promoted to the next position.
Right. Correct.
Because then also when you have that kind of mindset around it, you actually maintain a healthy work environment with equal opportunities for everyone else on the team as well. But I believe that it's a bit skewed.
But ma'am, there is always a questions comes during that conversation and all that I'm ready to do hard work. I'm ready to do the smart work. I can communicate easily with the peoples. I can do the every task, whatever my seniors is giving to me. But why still I'm still struggling? Why I'm not being promoted to the next of the stage? Sometimes what really happens? Why the people are not being promoted?
Correct?
Why?
So first of all, I don't think that everyone is material for promotion.
Okay.
That's really my personal opinion. But I believe that one thing is that you may not maintain the fundamentals right.
Okay.
Like doing the bare basic work. What is that in our job, for instance, in our industry? It's filing, making sure that your files are intact, that you have your samples organized, etc. If you don't do the bare basics, you will always end up with some kind of chaos. And I also believe that, I believe that that is the main thing, because again, that comes directly with accountability and responsibility. Some people, they believe that they can do everything, but they are not consistent in the responsibility.
Correct.
Only when you're accountable and you say that you will do something and you commit to yourself that you will do it, then only will you actually be ready for the next position or to be promoted.
Correct, ma'am. Correct. And ma'am, on the journey to the success, on the road to the success, does our mental health really matters?
A lot.
How come?
I think I would like to go one step back. So for me, I always use this expression. It's almost like a cliche, but happy body, happy mind.
Okay.
I genuinely believe that if we take care of our physical body, which is actually the vehicle for our mind, then automatically we are also in a good mental stage.
Correct.
And I genuinely believe that for success, this is really important. Because with mental clarity, you will end up taking quick decisions. You will assess situations quickly. You will value pros and cons quickly.
Right.
And it's just a clarity. It's really important.
Mental toughness.
And I think decisiveness is really important when you work with other people, to communicate with clarity that this is what we stand for. This is the decision that we're taking. You cannot go back and forth and think.
Correct, correct.
But that kind of super sharp determination, like a sportsman.
See, ma'am, we have also noticed that through in LinkedIn and all that, you basically put the more focus on your body, on your mind, your physical toughness, your mental toughness. So what is the reason behind that for that?
I guess that's just how I am and how I always been.
So that is being developed by now and since long?
No, I started my exercise when I was 13. I started running.
Okay.
And it made me feel good. It was like an outlet for my energy. And I feel every day when I'm doing something, whether that is running, it can be a beautiful walk with our dogs, it can be a strength training class at the gym, it can be a yoga class. Every time I do something for myself, I just feel so much stronger, so much more ready for the day. And with that, I also feel like I have much more energy and clarity. And I've seen that I had injuries at 2 times in my life, and I have then seen how I actually felt like I fell behind.
Okay.
All of a sudden, I felt like I didn't have the same energy. I felt sluggish, It was more overwhelming to deal with.
So you mean to say that like exercise and all these things is like a part of your life?
It is. It's ingrained. It's like intertwined. It's like it's a part of my identity, even who I am.
It's like
today.
you are not bothering about how many breaths you have taken. So that is only the part. Whether you are not doing the exercise and all, so you feel that something is missing.
Something is missing. It's like eating.
Right.
Food. It's normally a good thing to do.
Ma'am, have you ever experienced like a burnout while building your career?
No, I'm blessed enough not to have been through a burnout, but I have had seasons where I have felt exhausted, and also from time to time almost hopeless, in the sense that when you run your businesses, it's only that much that you can plan. You can make your budget, you can have your targets, you can sell, but then all of a sudden we have external circumstances such as the tariff situation with the US that just from one day to another hit us.
Correct.
And then if business was already tough at that stage, which it actually was for India, then you get another layer of complexity, and none of us knew how to handle it. The customer didn't know how to handle it. We didn't know how to handle it. We were desperately trying to get new customers. Correct. We all know that building new customer takes time. You plant a seed today, maybe if you're lucky, in 6 months' time, you have the first trial order. So in situations like that, I have found it very, very frustrating, very work heavy. But that's also when I have, again, come back to my daily routines, making sure that I take out time for myself, I go for my run, I make sure that I maintain myself, so at least that part of me is in place. And then little by little, I find my way back again.
And ma'am, during this exhaustion, when, like as you just mentioned, So how your behavior is basically for your teammates
I
during
find,
that toughness time?
yeah, I find myself being a little bit more impatient.
Okay.
And I think that is reflected. I mean, even my team notices that.
Does your team notice that ma'am is anger?
No, I don't think that they notice that I'm angry because it's not in my nature. But impatience is something a little bit, it's different. I think that they feel like I want things to move,
Right,
I don't want to remind a second time.
Then to whom you speak in your lonely part? Suppose you are sitting at lonely here in the office, and to whom you wish to speak? Yeah, I'm stuck basically.
No, but sometimes I speak to my dad. I'm still
Okay.
blessed to have my dad around. So sometimes I speak to him. I speak to my husband.
Okay.
I have very close friends. They are not working in this industry necessarily,
Okay.
but we all go through challenges.
So you share your experiences
Yeah,
with
yeah,
them,
I do.
the challenges you are facing
Yes,
right now.
and I take input as well.
Okay.
And I try to, do something constructive.
So you're trying to get their input
Yes.
basically.
And very often I'm also speaking to my own team.
Okay.
Some of my team members have been with me for more than 20 years. They read me inside out. We just have to look at each other and they can see that something isn't right.
Yeah.
And then together we also work ourselves through everything.
All right. Ma'am, what separates average professionals from the extraordinary leaders? What separates?
I believe that responsibility and accountability is one of the key parameters.
Okay.
A leader will always take responsibility and have the mindset of doing whatever it takes and figure things out. Whereas an average person very often tends to look at everyone around them, blame on HR if they don't get the right person on the team, instead of actually realizing I can also do something and contact my own network and fix it. So I believe it's literally the responsibility and accountability.
So, ma'am, do you really believe that the leadership is really defined by the designations and all?
No, not at all.
If suppose I am working as a like executive in your factory, right?
Yeah.
And if suppose you are like a vice president,
Yeah.
I know that I can handle that challenge which is really happening in this factory. But based on my designations, I am unable to reach out to you. And sometime if I reach out to you, so the management thinks, oh my God, just look at your designations and all. Yeah, you are just far away from all the top leaders and all. Then why better you just please keep aside and let us handle all things. So in that way, so are we killing the confidence of that designations or something what? Because that is the main question that we keep on listening in the industries and all.
Yeah.
That we really wanted to do something for this industry, for this factory and all, but through our due to our designations, we are unable to reach out to the peoples.
Yeah.
And the people don't respect. Or just look at you are the only the executive man, and you are talking to me. You know that who am I? I'm the vice president. Some kind of things. It really happens. So what is your words basically on that situations?
I first of all believe that it really depends a lot on different companies and their culture.
Okay.
Because in our company, at least this is what I wish to believe is
Okay.
the case. We don't have that in our company. We have a very open door across all levels that you can
Okay.
actually have
They
a
can
voice.
share their opinions.
And you can share your opinions. And
Okay.
if it makes sense, it doesn't matter who you are in the company. It doesn't matter how many years you've been working in the company.
Right.
Sometimes the best ideas comes from our assistant merchandisers.
Mhm.
They are young, they see different things, different perspectives, which ultimately is my blind spot because of my age, and I believe that it has to be in a certain way. So I literally believe that it has got to do a lot to do with the culture and those around you. And do you have an immediate manager that you're reporting to that is actually wanting your best? Or do you have an immediate manager that see you as a threat?
But ma'am, sometimes what we have also seen in this industry, if as you have truly mentioned, in that case, you can directly approach to the seniors basically. And sometimes the seniors also think that if my junior will give that much of idea, so basically I will not be visible. The top management will think that, oh, the great idea is coming from the downgrade peoples. Then what you are doing here? Kind of things.
I hear what you're saying, and I understand that it exists, but I still believe that it is the responsibility of the owner or the top management to give the confidence to the closest executive team members that you have, your management team, that there is no threat
Correct.
from whosoever is on your team. For as long as you deliver on your deliverables
Right.
and you align your values and thoughts and integrity with the company, you will always be safe. You have to create that kind of culture. I really feel like it's coming down to that. Because if you have a really strong team member, as a manager, if you have a really strong team member on your team, and that team member ultimately comes up with the ideas that also will make you shine. Everyone will shine at the end of the day. And it shouldn't be a threat.
Right.
It shouldn't be a competition.
Correct, correct.
And I think this is what we need to change. We need to rewire our mindsets. Like, how do we perceive our teams? Like, for instance, when we have designers, we're design driven. The
Okay.
creativity is an extremely important part of our business. I always tell our design managers, when you hire a designer, make sure that you hire a designer that is far better than you in terms of design and sketching. Because that will be her easiest way to shine in front of us and the customers.
Correct.
And there is no immediate threat because my design managers, they have a totally different set of expectations to live up to.
Correct, correct. It is also rightly said, ma'am, if you want the fruits,
Yes.
then you have to work, you have to strong your roots.
Yes, you have to.
You have to. You have to spread out all the branches,
Yeah.
basically. Correct.
100%.
Ma'am, what habit changed your life the most?
What habit changed my life the most?
From the day one when you started your this Continuum Buying Agency and today, if you'll see the difference, the first day Linda ma'am and the today's Linda ma'am. So what was that challenge basically and that habit basically?
I actually would like to take it, go backwards a little bit more. I think the moment that really defined who I am today is the 1st of July 2000 when I moved to India.
1st July.
Yeah, it's literally, I remember it so clearly. It
So
was
luckily on my birthday basically.
Oh, really? Oh my God. Okay. No, so I believe that it was that specific moment because I just left my safe zone.
Okay.
In Sweden is very predictable. Everything is extremely organized. There is system for everything. It's reliable. Very few things go wrong in Sweden. And I clearly moved to a country that was a little bit more chaotic on the surface. It was only when I started chipping the layers that I realized that no matter what you see on the surface here in India, there is so much of structure,
Correct.
but in a totally different way.
Right.
And that move from Sweden to India, two different cultures, really changed how I started perceiving the world.
Okay.
And everyone around me. So I believe that that is literally the defining moment. And then when I started my company, I think one of the most important habits that I have had throughout all the years is that I make a weekly schedule, 168-hour schedule every Sunday, where I schedule in my exercise almost down to level of what I'm going to cook every night.
Basically, ma'am, how important is emotional intelligence in today's leadership?
Exceptionally important. I think it's not only in today's leadership, it is always when you are in any kind of constellation of people, whether that is leadership or just a group of friends, you got to be in a position that you can read the room. And leadership is never about controlling people. It's about understanding, sensing, because not everything is said by words. You have to be able to read the energy in the room, so to say.
Correct. Ma'am, since you are running your own business, right? And most of the people might be coming to a directly interview for you. So what are the basically biggest mistakes you personally sees in the upcomings, like all the coming students or the young professionals working with you? So what challenges and what mistakes you personally see in them?
Specifically at the interview stage?
Yep.
Coming unprepared. When you come to a company, all information is available today. It's very easy to go to our website, to follow our Instagram account, to understand, have a little bit of an idea about what Continuum stands for. So I think not at all to be prepared.
Okay.
And also coming with the perception of that a lot of young people today, they don't want to join an export house.
Why so?
Because it just appears harder.
Right.
And I believe a lot of young people today, and not just young people, but people in general, they believe that working at the buying agency carries a completely different mindset because of the people around you in the company.
Correct,
I disagree on that. But the perception is like that. So everyone wants to join what seems a little bit more like next level up, so to say. And I don't think that you should ever think of joining a buying agency as a young person until and unless you have actually done your hardship work.
In the export house, on the floor.
On the floor.
Yeah.
Understanding the flow of the product, in product development, in production, understanding what are the challenges. What is the challenges with the worker's mentality? You have to understand the complexity that goes into the scenes of the product. So I think that is one of the biggest misperceptions today.
Okay. And ma'am, what are the main criteria basically you personally follows in your buying agency? If someone is from having like a 15 to 16 years of experiences and trying to join your basically buying house basically. So what are the top qualities you see basically in those professionals?
First of all, I do look at your path and your path.
Okay.
The history that
All
you've
right.
done, the choices of companies that you've chosen to work with.
All right.
Because to me today, when you go through CVs, there is a very distinct line between those that have done strategic choices since the moment they graduated
Correct.
and made sure that they've gone to, now I don't want to name certain companies here, but there are some very good exporters out there in the market with extremely good systems
Correct.
and exceptionally good leaders that everyone can learn a lot from.
Exactly.
So first of all, I look at the mindset. Have you cared about your journey and made strategic decisions to elevate and compound that experience to something really amazing after 15 years?
Exactly.
And then what I look at more than anything else, for somebody that is 15 years in the industry, I look a lot at energy, if you carry yourself well, mindset, because ultimately our industry is hard work.
Right.
It's tough.
Correct. And ma'am, how do the great leaders lead their team without speaking too much?
First of all, you always show up. You lead by example.
All right.
And I also believe that showing up in itself is not good enough. I always tell my team, show up like a rock star.
All right.
And don't
think
just
that this
clock
is
it.
your business.
Yeah, show up like a rock star and take responsibility. Manage your business as if it is your own. And do it with your full heart. Like, for instance, John Bon Jovi, he wouldn't jump up on the stage one day and forget his guitar at home. He feels sluggish because he only slept 4 hours. And then he carries through a mediocre performance with the end result having a really disappointed audience. It just wouldn't happen because he would always hold himself to a certain set of standards to make sure that he's never ever letting anyone down.
Right.
And I think this is a really good mindset to have, that no matter how you feel about your work, just make sure that you set your standards consistently high
Right.
and deliver on it, because it's a mindset thing. We can do it,
Right.
but it's not always easy.
All right. Ma'am, like a few years back, I asked the one simple question with my father that what is the difference between job and the business? Where I should move myself, in the job or in the business? So you won't believe that my father simply replied on the one single thing, whether you are going to the job. So when you do the job, always consider like, this is not my job, this is my business.
Yeah.
I'll do the everything. I will just look into the every nick and corners to make this factory profitable.
Yeah.
Because you are doing the job, but consider like this is my own business.
Yeah.
And when you are doing the business, so consider this is my job. I have to be on time. I have to I have to be on the time. I have to meet all the great people to learn something new, to networking kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that was the thing I still keep on mind and keep on just moving from that day to till date. I keep on thinking always in my mind.
Your dad was a wise man. I hope he still is. Yeah.
He is no more.
Sorry to hear.
And no, not an issue, but I still remember the words.
Yeah, great piece of advice.
And also then during the last day basically of my father. So what he said to me, he just called me, Rohit, where are you? At that time I was working in the Orient Craft Limited. Oh, sorry, not Orient Craft, that is in Pearl Global. I was working in the Pearl Global. So he called me that, Rohit, where are you? So I said, Dad, I'm in the office. Okay, once you're free from your work, now you please come to my home. Come to home. And I wanted to speak something to you. I said, okay. So I went to that. Then I don't know that he might be getting some of the initiative, he might be not leaving the more days line. So he said, give me the one word, Rohit. I just wanted to give you the tagline basically that you have to take care with you because I have lived my life, whatever I wanted to live. Now I have to, I personally believe that time has come. So I wanted to you that whatever you do in your life, do the top of the level. Don't try to be on the ground level or the mid level, and don't try the Papa, I'll try. What try? This is a very mediocre personality mindset. Like, I'll try. What try? Whether you have made up your mind, I have to do the things that you have to be doing. So that was the thing, ma'am. I keep on my mind, and whatever today I'm doing, just because of him only, that he gave me the power. Whether I'm into the job, today I'm heading the department, complete Vamani, right? I'm doing the podcast. I'm trying to do the great people. I try to meet the great people. So whatever I'm doing, the great in my life, just the inspirations came from my father's only. So that is the only thing, that some inspirations, personality must be there.
Very nice.
In your life. That just put the fire in you every time. So that is why
it makes all the difference.
All the difference basically.
Yes, it does.
Correct, ma'am.
But do it well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How important is trust in building the international business with the international clients?
It's extremely important. I think trust in today's society is the fundamentals in order to build anything successful and beautiful together. But I must say that it doesn't, you should always aim for trust in your relationships, and that's not very difficult. But more important is to make sure that trust is ingrained in your own company across your teams. So as much as it's important to have it in the building or international business relationships, you must have it at team level.
And ma'am, trust is kind of what trust basically?
Trust to me is to have the faith and believe in that your team members, for instance, operate with the very best intentions to get it right. And why I say intentions here is because sometimes trust is there, but it turns out that good critical judgment was lacking. But that's not because the intention was wrong. So it is about knowing that your team member has the best intentions to make the best out of the situation. And then everything else you take care of like a team level.
Is there something between about ethical work and kind of things as well? If suppose
no, I think trust is deeper. It's more fundamental, and ethics is just another layer to it, which of course is expected to go hand in hand with trust.
Ma'am, why some brands really scales very well and some disappears over the period of time? Why so?
It's a lot of noise out there in the market. First of all, I mean, if we just go 2 decades back in time, it was brick and mortar stores, most of it. And the competition was limited. You could sell in a physical store or you didn't sell. Those were really the options, and a little bit of mail order industry, of course. But today, the noise is really a lot, and it's not just about product creation these days. It's about, if your product is like 40% of the total work, then 60% is your marketing, making sure that you're maintaining your social media platforms, etc. And I generally believe that a lot of founders today that start a brand do it because they are in love with the process of the beautiful product. They are in love with the product. They're in love with the customer, but they just don't have the ambition and the ability to keep up with everything around. And it's a lot. And I say that from my own perspective with Scarlette Poppies. I could never, ever had imagined how hard it is to run my own brand when I started it in 2019. I saw a beautiful product. I got it all under control in terms of team. I have an amazing creative team here in India. But then everything else around it, our product team, we are just 2.5 manpower out of 15 in Dubai.
All right.
So many of the other team members goes into sales and goes into marketing because you have to create and create and create and create.
So have you taken the benefit from the social medias and all?
While
building the brands and all?
I wish I could say yes. I wish so, but I don't think that we have cracked the code 100%, to be honest with you. We have like 50,000 followers on Instagram.
Yeah, I see basically.
Yes, and we had 50,000 followers on Instagram also exactly 5 years ago in June. And then our account got hacked and we had to start from the beginning. And these are just the kind of challenges that you never expect to be thrown at you. And this was, of course, somebody that wanted to bribe us and get money. And I wouldn't pay even 1 cent to get the account back on principal grounds.
Right.
So I immediately started up a new one.
And ma'am, what is your words basically to those owners basically who are still trying to build their business in the very traditional methods and all? They are not relying basically on the social medias, marketing and all.
Just the question one more time.
Basically, most of the factories, most of the business and brands,
Yes.
they are trying to build their brands through the traditional markets only.
Yes.
Right? But as of now, what we see, most of the companies, most of the brands are coming on the social medias.
Yes.
They are making the product. They are showing their product.
Yeah.
Right. So, what is your difference between the person who's using the social media to leverage their product and to seeing by the most of the peoples, and some still relying on the traditional methods? No. We should not come onto the social media. Nah. These are all the useless things and all.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about all these things? Why social media is more important in today's world? Why building the brand?
That's where you have the customer. Sadly enough, everyone sits and scrolls on their mobile phones for hours every day. So people are not going to the shopping malls any longer. I don't know about you, Rohit, but when I was younger, I would go to the shopping mall in the evening after work and, go through the stores and, enjoy shopping. And that whole concept, that's not what people are doing today. And of course, they go into the platforms where they get all kinds of inspiration and also garbage, unfortunately. And that's why it's so important. But I also believe that brands that want to have a closer connection to the customers today a lot of brands, they are focusing on building stores,
Right.
but not just walking into a shop, but literally to have the experience that I'm
Correct.
walking into almost like a brand universe.
Hmm.
And it is something that touches your heart.
Right.
So I think it's a philosophy. What you want to achieve is just for the sake of making money, or do you actually want to have a community and connection with your customer?
Right.
And that's a very individual choice.
Exactly. That's similarly in our case, basically.
Yes.
Similarly in our case,
Exactly.
we connected through the social medias and
Yes.
all, right?
Yeah. No, it's
And
great.
That is
I
for the
mean,
personal branding as well.
yeah, it's amazing.
So that is so wonderful, ma'am. What skill really matters in the coming 5 years in the fashion industry?
I believe two skill sets will be very important.
Okay.
And one of them is what we already touched base on, which is emotional intelligence. To be able to understand skill sets and
Okay.
personality traits among the people around you. Because I believe that in managing people will be extremely critical now with AI marching in pretty much
Right.
everywhere in the process. AI is a fantastic tool, we all agree with that, but it requires very good critical judgment.
Yep.
And in order to have those around you, you need to have the emotional intelligence to understand who are they
Right.
and for what reason.
Ma'am, if someone feel lost in today's life, if suppose I'm giving the example of mine, right? Suppose if I'm standing on my 20s, if I'm lost today, 20s or 25, something between. If I lost, I don't see that like a destiny where my destiny will be taking me, right? So what is your words basically to those people who feel lost in their life? How should they come up with again confidence?
Are we talking about feeling lost in terms
Feeling
of
lost in
profession, work?
Not in fashion work, basically feeling lost that they don't have any idea, the clue, where my life is going on, for what I am here, what I have to do.
Yeah, your purpose.
Should I choose the fashion industry or some might choose the like a automobile industry? They are lost basically, and they don't have any like a good association basically among them around them.
Understand.
So how?
You need to start. I mean, you cannot wait forever. You cannot not wait for the great opportunity to land on your plate because it's not happening that way. I think you just need to understand that start with something. You must have something in your mind that you find a little bit more interesting than anything else. Start with a small job there and then find a way. Take a first step. If you don't like it, there is no problem in failing. You just go on to
Right.
the next. And then little by little, you will figure out. And maybe when you do that, because you get out, circumstances will just unfold themselves in such a way that you get opportunities.
Yeah.
So don't think too much. I know it's easy to say not to think too much. It's easier said than done. But don't overthink. Because when you think, you will not come to your own conclusions. I think action is what brings clarity over time.
All right, ma'am. One more thing I would like to ask: if suppose someone is having like a great experiences, like 15 to 16 years experiences, he know his work very amazing well, and he know how to communicate well. He know how to address the interviews and all. Everything he has, but still, he's not putting his like a walk inside to this market. And sometimes he thinks that okay, if I will be leaving this company and will be joining with that company, what happened if the people criticize me? If people are not supporting me, then I will be losing my job. Then how my bread and butter will be there for my family? So that confidence, how someone can build up that confidence? Yeah, I have the knowledge, I have the capabilities, I can do. This company is not promoting me to that level, but I am getting the offer from outside, right? But sometimes the confidence kill their mindset basically. Rohit, it could be not be possible. If what happened if I lost my job 4 months back, only 4 months later, sometime kind of things. So how someone can build that confidence today?
I think first of all, confidence doesn't come from external validation.
Okay.
Real confidence, if you really have confidence, it comes through the challenges that you have overcome, the situations that you have had to handle, the difficult people around you that you managed to master at a time when it was needed. That's how you have the real confidence. So if you really have the confidence from within, and it's not just something that you say you are,
Yep.
then you genuinely have the guts to jump to the next opportunity, and you believe that nothing worse will happen. You believe in that everything will be good.
Yeah.
So I think it is literally by proving to yourself that you've done something similar in the past. But today, a lot of people believe that they have the confidence without having done the journey behind it. So it's you kind of betraying yourself.
Yeah.
You have to maybe then, if you don't have the confidence, really the real confidence, maybe you have to stay in the company for another couple of years.
Correct, correct.
And to earn that confidence by proving to yourself that, yes, now I've done this. I went through this. Now I'm ready for the next challenge.
So, ma'am, how that confidence will come inside?
It comes
How?
by doing. Like I can't explain how it comes. I mean, I can only relate to myself. So for instance, when I moved to India in 2000, did I move to India with confidence as a 25-year-old woman, totally by myself?
Okay.
I didn't. But I had the belief that I would be able to figure things out. And then little by little, as I started negotiating the contract for the office and I managed to get the contract for the office signed, then it gave me confidence that yes, I can handle business conversations in India.
Okay. But gradually you improve your confidence.
Gradually it comes. But it's not something that one day you wake up and you feel
Correct,
like, oh my
correct.
God, now I'm really confident. I got this.
So, ma'am, what daily routines create the long-term success?
Keep it simple. Go back to the bare basics. I believe to always keep on moving in forms of exercise.
Always keep on moving.
Keep on moving.
Okay.
Keep on exercising in one way or the other.
Okay.
I believe staying curious and the willingness to learn new things, to stay curious. Listen to podcasts, listen to good audiobooks, read books,
Yeah.
watch documentaries. I believe simple things that anyone can do, such as drinking enough water to make sure that you always feel energetic and never sluggish or you get a headache because you're dehydrated. These are the small things.
Right.
And then also to eat well.
Hmm.
Be mindful of what you eat in terms of nutritious food.
Okay. So, ma'am, how do you stay disciplined basically? We wanted to know your basically routine.
I do follow a schedule,
Okay.
what I refer to as 168-hour schedule every week. So I schedule in my exercise. With that said, I'm not always doing it, but I have learned over the years by experience, good and bad, that the work that is scheduled is the work that gets done. And we get so distracted today. We look into our mailbox and we have hundreds of emails that have just flown in a couple of hours. And we're like, oh, where am I going to start? Instead of doing that, go back to your 168-hour schedule and you know that, okay, these are the key top 5 things that I need to manage this week. I put them as separate. And then on a daily basis, I also schedule my different meetings, etc. And then, of course, in between, we always have emergency situations in our industry that we need to deal with there and then. But I think to have that structure and be prepared for the week actually brings out the best discipline because you always have some framework to fall back on. This is a masterpiece of advice, this one.
And what advice, if suppose today you are meeting 20 years old Linda Augustsson, ma'am. Suppose in front of you, your younger version is standing in front of you. So what advice would you like to give to her?
I would like to tell a younger version of myself, learn to be patient. There is a time for everything in life. And when it is your moment, it's going to be there. You don't necessarily know how to get there, but by having the right intentions, you will get there when you least expect it. I also believe in the bare basics, the power of just being kind. Be kind to others because so many people are not today.
Correct.
So make that difference in a random person's life.
Right.
And then be able or be willing to work very hard. It's tough out there.
Okay. Ma'am, suppose if someone studying in a fashion institution, right? Today is watching our podcast. So what advice would you like to give to them? So what I'm trying to say basically, when the student is studying in in a fashion institutions, so they think that the fashion industry is very amazing, like a fantasy worlds and all that. We will be going to here, that here we will like girls and the boys. We will be having like a suttas and all, that having tea and the great life basically. But as they enter into the professional's life, so they see the completely different lifestyles. So what message would you like to give to those who are still studying and trying to graduate from their institutions and all? So what one message you would like to give to them, that this one thing you keep in your mind while entering this, and then is fashion industry?
I believe that it is about accepting the fact that our industry is hard work and it's very competitive. And also that things take time.
And why most of the students are not ready to do the hard work today? Why?
It has changed a lot in the last decade. what I see,
Is there-
especially after
is-
COVID.
Is there their parents' responsibilities as well behind that? Because they have not made them that much of tough.
I don't know. I think it's easy to blame on parents, but at the end of the day, if you're 20, 25, parents are like, should be taken out of the equation of what they are today. I believe that we are living in a society today that conditions us to think that everything is easy.
Correct.
We're sitting with our mobile phones in the hand. We want something now. We order it. We just do a couple of clicks and then we have it in our hands without any effort.
Right.
Whereas in the past, if you wanted to go and buy something from the supermarket, you have to make the whole effort of getting out of your house, going to the supermarket, end up in a queue, pay for it, and then go back again. And with that came appreciation also for the effort that you've just done. So I think it is the conditioning of the younger generation today. And to some extent, I believe that parents are, of course, also influencing.
Yeah.
And I think that there must be a need. Like if you know that you need to work for your survival, it triggers the best out of you.
Exactly.
You will be willing to roll up the sleeves and get the work done.
Right.
But if you know that you're cushioned by parents thinking that, okay, my daughter should not have to do this and she should not have to go in metro, we should have a driver dropping her off. I don't necessarily know if we are right now in that moment carving the strongest candidate in the market.
Right.
So I think it's a lot about the mindset.
Correct. Ma'am, how can people avoid the toxic working culture?
First of all, look inwards.
Okay.
And why I say that is because I have observed many times throughout the years that the person that complains about the toxic work environment is very often the person that contributes to it.
Yep.
So first of all, look inwards. And if you are the person that you would like others to be to you, you're kind, you're a good colleague, you're helpful and everything, and the workplace is still toxic and you don't see any way out, I have only one piece of advice, and that is run fast, change. Because you cannot change that, but you can only change how you are as a person.
Okay. Ma'am, since throughout this conversation, what I see, basically what I observe in you, basically, despite of having the great success, but still you feel very grounded. So what are that thing basically in your mind that why that you basically keep yourself very grounded?
I don't want anything else. No, but I want, I mean, life for me is about the ability to connect with people around me.
Okay.
Whether I'm here in India or whether I'm traveling, I love people. I love the meeting with different people, and it's just natural to me. It's about.
You don't feel shy to connect with the people?
No, not at all. Not at all. And on the contrary, I find it quite interesting and exciting because you have a lot of interesting conversations, especially when I travel, and I travel a lot by myself.
Okay.
So I meet with a lot of interesting people, and it's these thoughts that are planted that sometimes really create good ideas.
So can you please share one of the example that you met, one of the like a man or woman, anyone who changed your mind? Yeah, this is the thing I was missing in my life. Something that, can you just share some example?
Yeah, I can give a couple of examples. So, I mean, a common friend of ours, Ranjiv Kapoor.
Yeah.
I had lunch with him.
My inspiration, basically.
Yeah, no, he's a hero. I mean, he's iconic, I would say, for our industry today. But I had lunch with him a couple of months ago, and he told me one thing that I never even thought of. And that was that one of the most important aspects is actually your ability to unlearn in today's modern world. Because we say that we have to learn new things, we have to keep on learning. But he said, but sometimes you also have to unlearn in order to break the old patterns to see what is a better route.
Right.
So that was one of those ideas that, oh my God, this is like bright light. I never thought about it. I never saw it, but it makes a lot of sense, especially in today's modern world with AI and everything. And actually, as late as a couple of days back when I was flying to India, I was sitting next to a really kind woman on the flight, and we started talking, and she actually asked me, what is success to me? And I explained, my thoughts about success, and they were like, and what about you? How do you look at success? And she's like, that's not at all how I look at success, because I was never given the opportunity to work. I was expected to be a housewife and take care of my children. But with that said, it doesn't mean that I cannot be successful. So she defined success through being a person that was fully aligned with her values and lived according to her ethics and integrity. And having the gut to do so and just be her. And I thought that was something really beautiful because we always talk about success in the context of business and professions
right.
and careers. But the way she portrayed it, it was just like, wow, it's a nice angle. And we never look at it. I never looked at it like that.
So Mr. Ranjiv Kapoor was an inspiration.
Yeah, he's very inspirational.
So
Absolutely.
he basically, ma'am, Ranjiv sir basically is my first inspiration when I entered this industry. Na?
Yeah.
So the first person I met, that was Ranjiv sir. Only.
Yeah.
So very amazing personality, very
he's an
dynamic
incredible
personality, very energetic personality.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Sharp.
Yep.
Yeah, experienced.
Correct.
Yeah.
What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind?
I am not aiming for any legacy. To be very honest, I am the kind of person, I live in the present. I don't live in the past. I don't live in the future. I live in the present moment. I want to make as much impact as I possibly can for everyone around me right now. And a part of our vision at Continuum Buying Agency is to sustain unique craftsman skills for the future generations here in India by the impact and action that we're taking today. So my focus is on action right now.
Okay.
And then, of course, once we're not here and it is your funeral, you would like a couple of nice words to be said about you rather than the opposite. But I'm not really aiming for leaving a legacy behind as such.
But you have done great things since you started to do. If you are studying today, you have really put so many dots basically.
That's
That
for
is
others to
already-
judge.
Huh?
That's for others to judge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's so lovely, ma'am.
Yeah.
So what message you would like to give to all the Indian youth who's struggling today? What one message you like to give? What message they can learn since you came from the Sweden from the 25 years back, right? And you have successfully built up your businesses. You are building your brand, Scarlette Poppies. You are running the business in like a Dubai.
Yeah.
And still, mother, very happy face basically.
Yeah.
Very dynamic personality you are.
Yeah.
So what they can learn from you?
I base it on my own experience that mindset really is everything and not the circumstances. So basically how you respond to circumstances defines the outcome.
Yeah.
And everything is possible. But you have to do the hard work. You cannot expect everyone else to just serve it for you. There are plenty of opportunities. And also remember that when you're young today, I've seen a lot of young people today, like we just said, they look at you in your 40s and in your 50s, and they compare themselves and say that, oh, look at him, he has all this. But there is a journey to get to it. And you have to start. You just have to start. And then also be a positive person because everyone likes to be surrounded by positive people.
Yeah.
Stand for integrity. Be the most professional person in the room. How do you become the most professional person in the room? Simply by having the mindset and little by little making those strategic choices.
Correct.
And everything will fall into place. Have faith. It's not completely dimmed down out there.
Right. So, ma'am, what are your plans basically for the next 5 years? What planning you are making about your businesses?
Yeah, so my plan for the next 5 years is to carry on with Continuum.
Okay.
The way we're doing today, to work with solid brands, to focus even more on the artisanal product, any kind of product that has some kind of embellishment, value decoration in the garment to sustain the unique craftsman skills for the future generations. Here in India, I do see that it's getting tougher. It's difficult to motivate the younger generation today to start in this industry because, first of all, the income isn't very lucrative, to be honest. And on top of that, it's highly inconsistent. So I think by bringing awareness around the beautiful Indian product out to the world, hopefully more business will come to India within that segment. And for Scarlette Poppies, we are in a situation where we are monitoring the market, what is happening right now. We are unfortunately based in Middle East. Hopefully Middle East will clear up soon.
Okay.
And in the meantime, we will be focusing on the US market and get an even better establishment in that market.
All right. Now, one last question, ma'am. How ready you are to give the opportunity to someone who is looking for an opportunity to work with you?
I am always looking for talent
All right.
and people with the right mindset and energy
Okay.
that is crazy enough to join us on a journey. We have an absolutely amazing team here in India.
Okay.
It's a fun team. We have fun at work. We make a point of having fun together.
Okay.
So we are always open towards the right candidate.
If suppose, ma'am, if I'm just like one example basically. If suppose tomorrow I will be approaching you.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi, ma'am. In your Scarlette Poppies and the Continuum Buying Agency, I can put something my value added. I
Yeah.
can put some value. So what are the most important things you will be looking for in me, basically, if I will be coming as a consultant, basically, that I can do something in your business? So what more thing you would be looking for exactly?
Fresh ideas beyond my own capacity, which
Okay.
which of course you cannot define because you don't know exactly what goes on here.
Yeah.
But I would be looking for newness. I would probably be looking for someone from the outside that can help us with AI.
Okay.
From a completely neutral perspective, because when you work in the business, you also become your own blind spot. So a lot of the processes we're done, and it's just the way it is. And I would be looking to get someone into the business that actually brings new ideas.
Correct.
And can guide me on the journey. How can we be more efficient? How can we be more cost efficient? What should AI do for us? What should AI not do for us?
Yeah.
Because we, like most companies today, we have the ambition of implementing as much as we can. But the roadmap is a little bit broken, to be honest.
Correct.
So I believe somebody strong from the outside coming in and giving that kind of guidance and perspective.
So what happens if I'll give you the complete exactly solution for that? So would you hire me or will you keep me? What?
Well, you have to try, right?
All right.
You have my number, yes.
Yeah, sure. Definitely, we have something for, as you truly mentioned about the AI.
Yes.
So I've already just running the successful courses basically about, and I've given the multiple AI courses to the most of the factories basically.
Yeah.
Personally, basically,
Yeah.
and they are running the successfully business accordingly. So
I
that's
know
what I
that.
thought. If I will be giving you that much, I will be getting the touch with you.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I'm always the first one to have a cup of coffee and a conversation.
Yeah, sure.
I'm curious by nature, and I believe that there is so much that we
Sure.
can do that we haven't done yet.
All right.
And I
So
cannot
that-
do it by myself. And like our team, I mean,
Most
we
of the team will be there. Wow.
the team is there, and the team is amazing, but we need somebody from the outside, I think, to guide us, to be very honest. It's normal. You cannot be an expert on all areas.
Sure. Thank you so much, ma'am, for this lovely conversation and for your amazing energy here. We feel very privileged. We feel very happy to being here since actually I keep on chasing you since long back. Linda, ma'am, hello, ma'am, good morning, ma'am, good evening, ma'am. So I was very fortunate when the day you replied me, oh, hi, Rohit, this is my number. You can connect on the WhatsApp.
Yeah.
So I still remember that how basically God connect with the peoples, the great peoples.
Yeah.
And that great connectivity can make the great examples in this industry. So thank you so much, ma'am, for being here. So as of now, we have completed our conversation with the Linda, ma'am. So very amazing and very dynamic personality, basically, since she have with us. And we discussed about the like a mindset. We discussed about the corporate culture. We discussed about how she moved from the Sweden and came back to the India at the age of the 20 or 25 years back, 26 years back, and how she's able to build his Continuum Buying Agency along with the Scarlette Poppies. So that is very amazing personality with the amazing journey. So I want you to please watch this podcast and share this podcast with the max people so that they can learn something. So this is my last message to you. If you have not subscribed my channel, just subscribe, like video, share do comment. So thank you, Linda ma'am, for coming here and to meeting to giving your valuable time to coming to the Ignite journey. One last thing I would like to ask, ma'am, any 2 lines you would like to give to us about that Rohit and about like a Ignite journey podcast? And how do you recommend people to come on that Ignite journey podcast, please, ma'am?
First of all, I would like to say thank you very much for having me on this podcast. It's been a very interesting conversation. And I would like to say a couple of words about Rohit as a person. Rohit and I have been connected on LinkedIn for a long time, and it is incredible to see how somebody has a professional job while also pursuing a hobby and passion on the side of the business. And I really believe that this is the right way to go about anything that you would like to do in life. It is inspirational to have a platform for the younger audience to hopefully, with our expertise and guidance, help you finding a better way forward, an easier way forward, and to know that at all times that there is hope and you can always do anything that you wish in your life. It is a question of just having the right mindset and understand that it requires hard work. I would like to thank everyone here in India for this incredible journey. I am so grateful for everything. Thank you.
Thank you so much.